with Pat the producer.
Joe Burrow, there was a pitch that he threw at Fanatics Fest that was so horrendously bad. Can we hold like a camp? I don't understand lake people who like lakes.
What?
Lakes are
You
gross.
stop yourself right there.
Gross. Whether or not this new Will Smith song is good.
Head, shoulders, knees, toes.
Head, shoulders, knees, and toes.
I'm over it. I'm sick and tired and over it.
Get a life.
Yes, each and every day at this time, our producer, Pat Costello, also known as the smartest person in the world, per my 9-year-old daughter, I can explain if you'd like, gives us items in and around sports, entertainment, his life that he is over. Pat?
Please explain.
Okay. Hi, Javante. Nice to see you on camera there. Well, welcome back on the... Javante normally is on TV side, so we don't see him on camera. Today, he's on the radio side, so we see him on camera. Anyway, so my daughter had a field trip yesterday, wherever the heck they had a field trip, and she's using all these words and terms they learned in the field trip, and I'm like, I don't know what you're saying. I literally don't know what this is, because it's whatever, like, museum or whatever, like kid stuff that you learn. And she's like, well, Pat Costello would know this. I'm like, why would Pat Costello know this? But my 9-year-old daughter happens to think you're very smart and I'm very dumb.
Well, she knows that Pat is a museum guy.
You think? But she never said that. She should have said that then. Never did.
Well,
bad job by her.
Well, and it's funny, too, because Michelle's the word of the day person.
yeah, I'm the sapient.
And yet I get that. What?
Sapient. Okay, really? You're going to do that? That was so bad.
That was awful.
That was awful.
You should be ashamed of yourself.
You should get fined for that.
Yeah.
Why? Sure. I thought I could slip it in. That you wouldn't be expecting it.
You did not slip it in. That was shoehorning it in there.
I thought since you mentioned the word of the day, maybe you weren't thinking about the word of the day, actually.
But if I wasn't, you reminded us.
It would be the most unlikely spot to bring it up. Man, that was bad. I was on a 2-game heater, too.
Yeah, that was awful.
That was horrible.
You've been good this week, except for that.
I'm pretty tired today.
Yeah.
Sapient, possessing wisdom or discernment. Sapient.
This is after I was promised by Michelle that she wouldn't do word of the day, and I'm over it anymore. Sad.
Pat?
I'm sorry, Pat.
No honor.
Smart Pat, floor is yours.
Canty, Woody Johnson calling out Justin Fields was ridiculous.
Oh?
Like, you're walking out here talking about how much you love Aaron Glenn and you hug him every day and tell him you believe in him and hyping him up. And then you crush Justin Fields, who did not deserve public crucifixion. You can do it behind closed doors if you want to tell him how terrible he is. But he did not deserve that at all. He's done nothing to the Jets to deserve that. You're only going to crush the quarterback? You're not going to crush the head coach at all, who is the one coaching the quarterback and coaching this awful team?
I mean, you could have stopped by saying who's done nothing for the Jets with Justin Fields, because that's exactly what's happened. He's done nothing
What did he do to get this in public,
Play awful. That's what he's done. He's been terrible.
Yeah, but you didn't have to crush the guy.
Well, what do you mean you don't have to crush the guy?
You're the one who's always says don't mess with his money.
If you're trying to support your head coach, who everybody is lining up to seemingly fire, then Woody Johnson did a phenomenal job at shifting the conversation around the Jets. If you want to talk about Woody Johnson and how bad he is as an owner, fine. If you want to talk about the quarterback, Justin Fields being awful, fine. But guess what we're not talking about? We're not talking about firing Aaron Glenn today because Woody Johnson just scapegoated the quarterback, which was the whole point.
I just feel like going after the quarterback was completely unnecessary in the way that he did it. If you want to say that he shouldn't be the quarterback,
Who
fine.
cares? Who cares about throwing the quarterback under the bus? He ain't going to be your quarterback moving forward. He ain't going to be your quarterback next year. Who cares? You're paid him $30 million in guarantees. Who cares? If he's not helping you win on the field, if he can't throw passes for you, at least he can be a part of the PR spin to try to save your head coach's reputation.
I care.
I don't have a problem about that.
Because you can't tell me this is a functional franchise if this is how you're acting.
It's the New York Jets. It's the New York Jets. It's the New York Jets. I'm not trying to make the claim that they're functional. What I'm saying is I understand why Woody Johnson did what he did yesterday, because he's trying to support his head coach. And guess what? It was effective because look at the conversation we're having now as opposed to the conversation we had yesterday.
Question? What if Tyrod Taylor's not good?
Okay.
And Woody Johnson's going to come out and crush him.
Why do you ask that?
Is the coach... I don't... Again, let me reiterate. Aaron Glenn should not be in any kind of trouble in any way, shape,
Well,
or
if
form.
Tyrod Taylor is only going to changing quarterbacks is only going to give Aaron Glenn cover for a couple of weeks, but that might be all he needs in order to take a beat and get the team to refocus and go out there and get a win. And I don't think it's a coincidence when you look at the stretch of games that the New York Jets have coming up. I really don't. You got the Cincinnati Bengals, you got a bye week, then you got the Cleveland Browns. I understand exactly the timing of it. It makes all the sense in the world. Yes, it's dysfunctional to hear the owner come out and diagnose the team in the middle of the season, but I understand why he's doing it, because he believes in Aaron Glenn. And listen, Aaron Glenn is somebody that has blood in the ground. He was drafted by the New York Jets. He was a part of this regime. He was a part of this organization in a lot of different capacities. They want to give him the runway to figure it out and to grow into the shoes of being an NFL head coach. This is Woody Johnson doing what he deems necessary in a market like New York to back his head coach. Because guess what? If you say you believe in the head coach, the next question coming out, if you don't give an explanation, is what has he shown you to believe in him? And Woody Johnson preempted that by scapegoating the quarterback.
Pat.
I feel like I should get into camping. It feels like something that I would enjoy, but I feel very judged by Nuno.
In general or just for camping?
Just for wanting to go camping. I feel like he doesn't respect me.
No, I said, Pat, go ahead. But Pat also hates lakes, right? Smalls, he's made that very clear. The rejoin that we just played, that production piece, talks about how he hates lake. I'm like, where do people normally camp by?
By lakes.
Lakes.
Good call, Nuno.
Well, I
I've
don't have
gone
to-
camping many times, and maybe the most the surprising news of all time.
Yeah, that is surprising. I am so anti-camping, I can't even tell you.
Well, so I
will
don't
not even consider it.
I don't want to go in a tent because like bears and stuff. I just want to camp and like sit outside and make a fire and then sleep in my car.
Well, you could do a bonfire somewhere that doesn't necessitate you
That's not
sleeping in your
camping.
car.
That is
not camping.
That is camping.
No, camping is with a tent.
No, it's not.
Yes, it
Yes,
is.
it
That's
is.
literally the whole point of it.
No, it's not.
An RV or a tent, it's to sleep
So
outside.
sleeping in an RV is different than sleeping in your car?
No, not RV. You have to have it. You have to sleep in a tent.
I
to be
know you
considered
don't.
going
You just have to
camping.
drive somewhere and sleep
People
somewhere where
literally-
you're not in the woods.
Take an RV to campgrounds.
Right, but you're sleeping in the RV. You're sleeping in a motorhome.
But that's called camping.
No, or
it's
the
a camper.
or the glamping, right? Like 'cause
Glamping,
that
yes.
became a thing. I could see Pat doing that.
I can't.
I can't see Pat
Smalls,
camping
though.
or glamping. I went on a safari once.
Of course you did. We're on Sportsmanlike, presented by Progressive.
Yes, it
Yes,
is.
it
That's
is.
literally the whole point of it.
No, it's not.
An RV or a tent, it's to sleep
So
outside.
sleeping in an RV is different than sleeping in your car?
No, not RV. You have to have it. You have to sleep in a tent.
I
to be
know you
considered
don't.
going
You just have to
camping.
drive somewhere and sleep
People
somewhere where
literally-
you're not in the woods.
Take an RV to campgrounds.
Right, but you're sleeping in the RV. You're sleeping in a motorhome.
But that's called camping.
No, or
it's
the
a camper.
or the glamping, right? Like 'cause
Glamping,
that
yes.
became a thing. I could see Pat doing that.
I can't.
I can't see Pat
Smalls,
camping
though.
or glamping. I went on a safari once.
Of course you did. We're on Sportsmanlike, presented by Progressive.